I'm getting carried away. Hey guys, it's Bad Snacks here. Today I have another pedal demo for you. I have the Meris Ottobit. I got this pedal a few weeks ago and I wanted to take my time with this because it's kind of a complicated pedal. Meris is really good at putting alternative functions on everything and being super multi-purpose in everything that they do. So anyway, I have the Ottobit today and I'm going to show you some of my favorite features on it, and I'm going to be using my violin and my OP-1 to demonstrate them. What is the Ottobit? It's a pedal that does a bunch of really cool things, and if you like glitchy, stuttery, arcade sounding bleeps and bloops, then this is a really fun pedal. So basically it's a bit crusher, it is a pitch sequencer, it is a filter sequencer, and it's a stutter pedal. And you can kind of combine these different facets. It's kind of nutty because you can also turn your instrument into like an arcade sounding arpeggiator. Even with the manual that comes with the pedal, it has like arcade stuff all over it, which is super cute. And it even says audio in, video game out. So yeah, lately I've just been getting totally into just like taking clean sounds and just completely destroying them, annihilating them, but in like a really, really fun way. I've been really, really into this sound. So once I got this pedal, I had a field day and a half, let me tell you. So anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna go in kind of order of the different features that I discovered. So let's get into it. The first feature that I discovered on this is the bit crusher. I think that's probably the most distinct sound coming from the Ottobit. This is what it sounds like, pretty dry. And then I'm going to adjust. So the bit parameter is basically your wet-dry mix parameter as well. If you also want to mess up your sound, you can adjust the sample rate. You can adjust the filter. So it's kind of cool because you also get this kind of fuzz pedal effect built in. And it's polyphonic in case you couldn't pick that up. So if you have a guitar or something like that and you want to be a little bit like My Bloody Valentine, you can do that. I'm going to use my OP-1 and I'm going to use the bit crusher as well. So this is the dry sound. And then if I adjust this, it's also kind of gnarly. So dry, my drum sounds on my OP-1. And then if I throw this on the bit crusher, woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, that, woo, yeah, now that's like some tech death right there. Using a drum sequencer, again, I'm going to use it pretty dry so that you can hear it. So let's go with this one. So this is a built-in drum sound on the OP-1, and then I have it just going through a sequencer. You get the little monkeys. And then I'm going to throw the bit crusher on it. And now it's going to sound like this. Woo! So that brings me to the other part of this, which is sequencers. No, stutters. One of my absolute favorite things on this pedal is the stutter feature. So the stutter parameter, it's this knob right here, and you have basically 23 different types of stutters. That could be like multiplying it by an octave, taking the sample and moving it down and doing halftime things. Then you have random, which is all the way to the right, just like this. And then that gives you a combination of any of those stutters, plus it'll reverse it for you. As you can see, we do have a tap tempo here. So let me just kind of go through some of the stutters, because on a drum sequencer with the bit crusher plus the stutter, it's money. Woo! And put it on random. So that's the stutter. And then what you can do for the stutter as well. So putting that in a live context, it's super useful if you just want to freeze something. You just hold the button down on the stutter. So that's pretty neat. So now I'm gonna bring it to a different mode, which is the, let's go to pitch sequencer mode. And I'm gonna bring it to a synth. I'm gonna set it so that it's kind of dry so you can hear it. And on the OP-1, I'm actually gonna choose a sound that's pretty clean anyway. Let me turn the stutter off. Let's bit crush it just a little bit. And then here's how the pitch sequencer works. So basically, each one of these knobs is a different step in a 6-step sequence. And the way that you can adjust those knobs is by holding down the Alt knob here and then going like this. And basically, noon is where your center pitch is, and then it either goes down an octave or up an octave. And if you bring it all the way to the left, it skips the step. And if you bring it all the way to the right, it mutes the step. So let's bring this one, let's start it at noon. And then let's bring this one down, let's bring this one up, let's just go crazy here. This one goes down, this one's gonna go slightly more up, this one's gonna go just a little up. And then, if I hold this down, this sequencer button, it tells you how many times it's gonna play that sequence. So let's start with just one time. So that's the sequence. And if I play it, let's just play it infinitely. And now you have a really old school computer, right? And then this kind of gives you the rate of that sequence. You can either go slow, or you can go wicked fast. Woo! Yeah! And then it follows it wherever it goes. There's a lot of fun to be had with this feature. So taking that same exact sequence that we just laid out on the OP-1, I'm gonna apply it to my violin here. So now I'm going to edit the sequence, and I'm going to just skip maybe like 2 steps here. So I'm going to mute this one, and I'm going to skip this one. So now I'm going to bring it to the other function of this, which is the filter sequencer. I'm going to put that on. So now what's happening is that each one of these is a filter parameter, just like this one, except the Alt function, you can edit it. And the same thing goes for the skip mute. So let's just mess around here. So I'm gonna put this at noon just about. Put this one down, this one up, skip, like that, and like that. And let's see what this sounds like. So the cool thing about the filter sequencer is, in a way, you kind of give yourself your own tremolo pedal, and you can kind of configure it. So let me see if I can configure it a little bit more like a tremolo pedal. Yeah, that's pretty neat.